Minasan, konnichiwa. So yon, I'm very happy that you are here with me to another episode. I think this is episode 4. Yay! Finally, talagang napupush na itong ano na to, itong podcast na to. I'm very very happy kasi I think I haven't shared this before why I started Last Chain Home podcast. Actually, this is for my future husband and my future kids. Kasi ang saya na, 'di ba? Mapakinggan na, "Hey, my mama started a podcast when she was 25 years old and she was really amazing. And now that I'm 25 years old, I'm listening to her podcast and I'm learning a lot from her." Ang saya, 'di ba? Mapakinggan 'yun sa aking mga future anak. Natuwa lang ako kapag pag if they had this like interest to listen to this podcast. This is like a digital diary of mine for them talaga. So this is more on a passion project talaga itong podcast na ito. So things that I learned during my mid-20s hanggang hanggang 30s ko, hanggang 40s ko, it still depends, 'di ba? Because I'm still learning a lot sa kahit anong season pa na binibigay ni Lord. And And because of that, and because of that, de joke lang. May naalala ko kasi ako. Okay. And and yeah, today is a very very sensitive, very important topic for me. Ilang beses ko nang inisip kung gusto ko talagang i-share tong topic na 'to kasi very sensitive talaga. Very ano 'to, eh, tagos talaga sa puso ko 'to, eh. Pero yun, the Lord just really spoke to me to really share to you guys the recent conversations that I had with the Lord pagdating sa future husband ko. And disclaimer lang I'm single. Nasa single season pa ako ngayon and I'm loving every minute, every time of it. Kasi this is the season na I'm in a relationship talaga with the Lord. And He is so, so, so very sweet every single day. And, uh, and etong mga recent conversations ko with the Lord is that sabi ko nga kay Lord, Lord, kailangan ko ba talaga i-share 'to? Kasi wala pa naman akong boyfriend, hindi pa naman ako kinakasal. Kasi as I observe sa aking algorithm in my Instagram, there are a lot of people who really share how they pray for their future husband kasi meron na silang future husband. And then doon, kasama na nila yung husband nila. Pero wala pa akong nakikita na single na babae na nag-share on how she prays for her husband na single pa rin hanggang ngayon. And that's me. So, sabi ko, okay, Lord, I think it's a season na talaga na to really share the recent conversation that we have regarding my future husband. Kasi if I look back on this podcast, 'di ba, sa mga susunod na mga era ng buhay ko, sa susunod na season ng buhay ko, it will be a great reminder for me na, wow, dinala pala ako dun sa specific season ng buhay ko na tinuruan talaga ako ni Lord kung paano, how to properly pray for it, how to properly wait for that season. And ito yung podcast na to, ito yung episode 4 of Last Train Home. And I'm gonna share you like five things that I was talking about kay Jesus sa aking prayer journal. Kasi ito yung yarikata ko, ito yung like yung method ko pagdating sa yung nagkaroon ako ng conversation kay Lord nito, I was reading my Bible. And after I read my Bible, ang mahilig kasi talaga akong magsulat to really jot down all of my praise to the Lord. And nakakatuwa lang kasi during that time talaga, sabi niya, isulat mo to. Ito yung gusto kong ipag-pray mo sa future husband mo. At grabe, is sobrang detalye talaga ni Lord, lahat-lahat. Meron akong I have a list of of the qualities na gusto ko sa aking future husband. Pero sabi ko kay Lord, I don't wanna dwell on this list anymore, Lord. Kasi parang very ano siya, very earthly thing siya sa akin. Na parang sabi ko, ito talaga yung gusto ko maging asawa. I mean, ngayon pa rin, yun pa rin naman yung part pa rin siya talaga ng prayer ko. Pero sabi ko, Lord, can you like tweak it a bit na according naman sa plano mo? Kasi napunta na ako sa point ng season ko na, Lord, pagdating sa love life ko, I surrender everything to you. Wag na ako. Kasi pag ako ang humawak niyan, it's very chaotic. So ngayon talaga, happy na ako kay Lord na, Lord, sa'yo na yun. Sa'yo na yung love life ko. Kasi I know the love story that you will orchestrate for me and my future husband is a very, very beautiful picture na. Number one of what we talk about ni Lord is that number one is that he should have a strong foundation of his relationship with the Lord. Hindi na yung dapat Christian siya, Lord. Hindi eh. Inayos na ni Lord yung puso ko eh. Bakit kailangan magkaroon ng strong foundation yung lalaki sa relationship niya kay Lord? It's very simple. Kasi siya yung man of the household. So my prayer is, in the future, if he will make even the smallest or biggest decision for our family, gusto ko ma-involve pa rin si Lord. Even if we will have problems kasi alam ko wala namang perpekto sa mundong ito eh. At alam ko mag-aaway at mag-aaway kami. And gusto ko kapag may problema kami, ang una niyang isisik muna is si Jesus. Para pag sinik niya si Jesus, na-filter out na para maayos yung proseso niya sa akin kung paano namin aayusin 'tong problema na 'to. Kasi ang una niyang pinuntahan ay si Jesus Christ at hindi tao. Kaya yun ang palagi kong pinagpe-pray na my future husband should really have a strong foundation of his relationship with the Lord. Hindi puwedeng shallow yung relationship niya kay Lord. Hindi yung puwedeng, etong area lang ng buhay ko ibibigay ko kay Lord, yung ito kaya ko naman kasi lalaki naman ako, eh. Hindi! It's a big red flag for me. And also is that sabi ko kay Lord, "Lord, kung may ibibigay na ka sa akin, Lord, puwede bang bago niya ako i-pursue ka niya muna?" Para talagang na-build yung foundation of our relationship with prayer and He's really having this kind of conversation with you na ang sayang marinig nun na, "Alam mo, bago kita ligawan, pinag-pray kita kay Lord." Wow, that's so very sweet kapag may nagsabi sa akin nun na matutuwa ako nun kasi alam ko it came from the Lord. The relationship came from the Lord and the relationship didn't come from feelings alone. Because feelings ay, oh my gosh, wala lang yan. Wala lang yung feelings na yan. And it will really bring happiness in my heart, bring clarity and peace in my heart na as my future husband will have this strong foundation with the Lord, bibigyan rin siya ng convictions ni Lord eh. Bibigyan rin siya ng wisdom ni Lord na, hey, yes, if you really want to pursue Benz, you also need to tell it to your pastor, tell it to your leader. Bakit? Bakit ako rin, sobrang game din ako kapag in-involve yung pastor and his leader sa church. Kasi ibig sabihin, he is also part of the church community. That his life na ready siyang magpa-correct sa mga tao, ready siyang magpa-pray sa mga tao, hindi magiging secret yung relationship namin. Because our relationship will be a celebration of God's love. That is what I'm praying for with the Lord. Na before this man rather, pursues me, he will pursue first God and everything else will follow eh. Doon na niya malalaman, importante pala talaga na mag-seek ako ng counseling or I will talk to my pastor regarding this this devotion of mine that I really want to pursue Benz. na may crush ako sa kanya. The charis. Gano'n, 'di ba? Parang para hindi talaga mag-overpower yung feelings pagdating sa courting stage of that relationship. So, yun. So, number one is, yun talaga yung prayer ko is, he should have a strong foundation of his relationship with the Lord. 'Di ba? So, number two is that, ito yung isa sa mga important talagang conversation ko kay Lord is, I will not have any problems to explain what I do in the ministry. Oh my goodness. Sabi ko kay Lord, Lord, kung bibigyan mo ko ng asawa, ayoko na yung mahihirapan ako i-explain kung ano yung ginagawa ko sa ministry. The Lord gave me a missional heart and my love for ministry. Kahit nag magpahinga man ako ng mga nagpahinga ako sa ministry for like 2 years eh. Pero binalik pa rin talaga ako ni Lord sa ministry kasi yun yung binigay niyang calling sa buhay ko eh. At sabi ko nga kay Lord, Lord, my prayer is that if you will give me a husband, I pray that we will have the same calling na binigay mo sa aming dalawa. If you gave me a missional and a generous heart, dapat yung asawa ko ganun din. Para may purpose, para align yung purpose namin dito sa mundong ito. Hindi lang kami magiging parents to our children. Hindi lang yun eh. It's more than that. It's our relationship with the Lord ang dapat mag-glorify dun sa relationship naming dalawa. Kasi ayoko na yung magsa-start yung relationship because may nangaasar lang, dahil nagka-crush lang sa isa't isa. Ay, wala na ako sa era na hindi na ako high school. So sabi ko kay Lord, Lord, ayoko yung relationship na magsa-start sa kilig-kilig lang, sa feelings lang. I want the relationship to start in prayer and fasting. And also, my love for ministry, hindi na ako mahihirapan to really explain na kapag may sinabi si word na pag may sinabi na word ka Lord to go to this nation to help out this campus, we will say yes agad and there will be no room for no's, for buts, only yes. Because for me, if the Lord will give a message to my heart, there will be no delay of obedience. Kasi the Lord gave me this missional heart. So yun, so talagang sabi ko, ayoko na ng mon dahil Lord, ayoko na ng problema kung bakit ito yung ginagawa ko sa ministry. Gusto ko makita niya na, okay, kaya pala ganito ako mag-work, kaya pala ganito ko i-process lahat ng mga kailangan ko gawin sa ministry kasi ito yung calling na binigay kay Benz. At ayoko na yung parang mahihirapan ako na, "Uy, mag-volunteer ako this time na kailangan kong pumunta sa church tapos magkakaroon pa kami ng problem do'n." Ay, ayoko. Ayoko na ng gano'ng chaotic relationship. Ayoko ng gano'n. So sabi ko kay Lord, I want my future husband to also to be involved in the ministry that he gave in my family, that he gave in my life. Kasi gusto kong ma-continue kung ano yung calling kung ano yung missional heart na binigay sa aking pamilya to my future kids as well, to my future husband as well. Kasi ang saya, ang sarap magmahal. Ang sarap mag-follow kapag si Jesus ang anchor ng aming relasyon, di ba? Number three is that the Lord also told me to start praying for my parents and my future in-laws. Bakit? Kasi sabi, well, I was jotting down everything that the conversation that I had with the Lord is that you also pray for your future in-laws that they will give you a blessing pagdating sa marriage season nyo. Kasi once pagdating sa marriage, hindi lang naman siya papeles na pipirma lang kayo para legal na kasal kayo. No. Marriage is more than that. Marriage is a covenant of the Lord. At this marriage, papakasalan mo rin yung pamilya niya. Kasama rin yung pamilya niya dun sa relationship niyong dalawa. Yes, kasama si Lord, kasama yung kayong dalawa, kasama rin yung pamilya niya, kasama rin yung pamilya ko. At yun rin yung palagi kong pinagpipray to really have a beautiful relationship with my in-laws na ayoko na ng sakit ng ulo, no? Na masasakit yung atama ko, yung ulo ko kasi may problems with the in-laws. I don't want that kind of of that relationship talaga. Kaya talagang pino-pour down ko talaga kay Lord na Lord, I pray that my future husband will have a beautiful relationship with his parents, talagang maayos talaga. Kasi kapag maayos yung relationship nung man, lalong-lalo na sa mother, is that kapag okay yung relationship niya sa mother, ibig sabihin, marunong siyang mag-take care of his wife, marunong siyang mag-take care of our future na magiging anak na babae. Kaya sobrang important talaga yun sa akin. Para rin, it's also the same on how I pray for my parents na, Lord, kahit wala pa akong boyfriend, I pray na you will also prepare my parents for the next season of mine, which is the marriage season. Kasi gusto ko rin sila na, they will be excited na, I remember din na, nung December, I had a phone call with my lolas. At ang isa sa mga prayer ko na, Lord, bigyan mo pa sila ng maraming years para makita nila yung magiging future na apo sa tuhod nila. And that's also my same prayer with my parents and my future in-laws that they will have this long, long, blessed years of their life para makita pa nila yung mga apo nila. Yun ang aking prayer palagi. At talagang mga ready talaga sila na maging excited sila, maging lolo, maging lola, yung mga ganyang mga bagay. And I'm really very excited kasi alam ko my future in-laws and my parents will really give the blessing for our marriage. Hindi lang for our wedding ha, for our marriage. Kasi I'm the kind of person na ayoko ng grand celebration of wedding. Mas gusto kong mag-invest ng money sa marriage season na talaga. Yung talagang everyday lives na talaga. Ako nga, kung ako lang ang na-imagine ko lang na wedding, very intimate. Kahit nga civil wedding, okay lang ako dun eh. Kasi mas gusto kong mag-focus dun sa marriage season talaga. Ayun. And for me, introvert kasi ako, allergic kasi ako sa tao. So parang mas na-enjoy ko yung very intimate, ano lang, very intimate wedding celebration lang. Kahit nga pamilya lang, tas kaming dalawa, okay na yun. Okay na yun sa'kin. I'm very contented with that. Kasi mas gusto ko talagang invest ng money pagdating nandun talaga sa marriage season talaga, yung everyday lives na lang, 'di ba? Instead of having this very malaking wedding, mas gusto ko na lang siyang ilagay sa magiging tuition fee ng mga magiging anak namin, sa mga kailangan namin sa bahay, ganyan. And number 4 is our future kids. Pinagpipray ko na ngayon, sabi ko kay Lord, Lord, I just pray that we will also have the same mindset when it comes to parenting. Kasi, a quick story lang, love na love ko talaga on how my parents really discipline me pagdating sa parenting skills na like, very recommended talaga sila. Hindi sila perfect parents ha, but alam nyo, there are some parenting skills na tinuro sa akin ng pamilya ng parents ko that I really want it na ma-pass on sa magiging anak din namin. Lalong-lalo na on how they discipline me, on the importance of obeying the parents, yun talaga yung mga sobrang important na tinuro sa akin ng parents ko. Na every time na nagkakamali ako ng bata ko, hindi nila agad ako yung parang, yes, papagalitan ako, pero may explanation, may kasamang Bible verse kung bakit ako kailangan i-rod that time, bakit ako kailangan paluin. Para maintindihan ko yung importance of loving Jesus, because as I love Jesus, it's also a conviction. It's also a reminder to also obey my parents. Kasi as you love Jesus, everything else will follow talaga. Until now, yun yung pinanghahawakan ko. And I'm really, yun rin yung pinagpe-pray ko rin talaga kay Lord na, Lord, yung future husband ko, we will have the same mindset, same alignment, kung ano yung parenting, kung ilang kids ang gusto namin, kung gusto ba namin silang homeschool, or gusto ba namin silang regular school, stuff like that. Na hindi na ako mahihirapan na, kasi ibibuild na ni God yung structure ng parenting namin dun sa relationship namin. At tas last is, andito pa siya sa journal ko, dito ko talaga mismong babasahin, is that every time that I see him, my future husband, the storm will calm down because the anchor of our relationship is Jesus Christ. That is really my prayer kay Lord na, okay Lord, yes, we will really have problems, but yun nga 'di ba sabi ko nung dun sa first part, sabi ko, if we will have future problems, ang gusto kong iunang isik niya is sino? Is si Jesus Christ muna. Para kapag pinrocess na niya ako dun sa problem namin of how are we going to 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 haharapin it, na proseso na siya ni Lord, na-filter out na ni Lord, ito yung mga kailangan mong sabihin kay Benz. Kasi Benz is very a sensitive lady. I'm a very sensitive person pagdating sa words. Medyo mabilis akong masaktan, pero ano, inaayos naman ni Lord yung character ko pagdating sa ganyan. Kasi syempre iba't iba yung delivery ng mga tao, 'di ba, pagdating sa words. Oh, very aware ako diyan, inaayos talaga ni Lord. So yun, yung sabi ko, Lord, every time na makita ko yung husband ko, gusto ko makita na a beautiful reminder siya na kalmado na yung storm ng buhay. Kasi yung relationship namin anchored with the name of Jesus Christ. That's really my prayer talaga na sobrang prayerful husband siya, a husband who will always seek Jesus first more than me, na hindi ko na kailangan i-remind siya na kailangan niya ako i-update, hindi ko na siya kailangan sabihin pa na, uy, magbasa ka ng Bible. Hindi eh. It will come with his relationship with the Lord. And syempre, 'di ba, kung ano yung ini-intake niya sa buhay niya, kung ano yung um what do you call this? Yung yung ini-intake niya na media, or kaya yung kino-consume niya na media, na the books that he reads, the friends that he has, the family that he has, the kind of word that he is reading in the Bible, lalabas naman yun sa kanya. It will naturally come out from him because he knows that his life should be anchored with Jesus Christ and also our relationship. And ako rin, sabi ko kay Lord, Lord, prepare me as a wife as well, that teach me how to love like you. Teach me how to take care of my husband, how you take care of me, Father. And that is really my prayer. And I'm just really very excited for this marriage season. Alam ko hindi siya para sa lahat ng tao, but the Lord still continues to give me a happiness in my heart, a joy in my heart, to really be excited in this marriage season. Kasi sabi ko, Lord, I'm really excited to raise up the future world changers na magiging anak namin. I'm really excited for that season to come. Kasi sabi ko nga kay Lord, Lord, if you will continue na to bring me to different nations in this world to do church planting, to do missional work, Lord. Lord, I want to have a family of my own because I really need people in my life as well. Ayoko na mapunta yung mga time na kailangan ko i-isolate yung buhay ko, isolate yung sarili ko. Because I have a family, a beautiful reminder every day of how good and gracious of how faithful God is. At yun, nakakatuwa lang 'no, alam mo ito yung season na 'to, itong itong single season na 'to, hindi ko na parang sabi ko kay Lord, "Kailan ba Lord? Hindi na ako ngayon, eh." Sabi ko, "Lord, I just enjoy this single season kasi at least ngayon tinuturuan mo na ako how to pray properly, how to have this conversation with you." He also taught me na you can also have these conversations with your parents. Even my papa, when we had our last date, sabi niya, "Nak, ito na yung right timing talaga to really pray for your future husband." Oh, yung gustong manligaw sa akin may blessing na ang tatay ko, ready na daw ang tatay ko. Joke lang. Pero sinabi talaga ni Papa, it's the really right age na talaga to really pray for a future husband. And also, I'm very open na talaga sa parents ko. Kahit wala pa, sinishare ko na sa kanila, ito yung pinagpipray ko ngayon, ito yung nasa journal ko ngayon, ganyan. Kasi I want them to be also involved in this next season of my life. Hindi porket aalis na ako dun sa bahay nila, hindi ibig sabihin hindi ko na sila magiging parents. Parents ko pa rin sila. Pero syempre, I will have a family of my own kasi I still want them na ma-mentor nila yung magiging mga apo nila, ganyan. Yung apo nila. And, ayun. And, whew, I'm so happy with this podcast. And thank you for being with me. And sobrang na-excite lang ako for the next season of mine. And this is um I hope you guys also learn from it on how to have these conversations with the Lord. And I'm just really happy rin that some of my conversations with the Lord, I can share it with you through this podcast. And thank you so much and see you again on my next podcast, Last Train Home. Bye.